Good morning. First of all, I would like to say a Merry Christmas in arrears. Christmas celebration has come and it has gone. It's the birth of Jesus Christ, which brings new beginning, which brings new hope, new faith. And then it's time to reflect back on all the happenings of the year. 2020 has been a great year, so it's a great time to celebrate Christmas, and which was celebrated. I love the way people celebrated Christmas despite COVID-19. That's what God wants us to do, to be happy, irrespective of happenings around us. Thank God for life. I'm here to speak about the significance of Boxing Day. This is not a new topic, as it has always been celebrated year in, year out. But the purpose of Boxing Day is it's being realized. Do we get it right or do we get it wrong? It depends on each and everyone's perspective and upbringing. Boxing Day is not a new thing. It came into existence in 1800 during the reign of Queen Victoria. That was when she was still on the throne. People may attribute Boxing Day to be a sporting activity, but no, it's not. It's actually a day when gifts are being boxed up. And when we say gifts being boxed up, it's not as if they are just boxed up for the rich. But then, in 1800, during the reign of Queen Victoria, the masters then, who took slaves and made them work for them, made it mandatory that on December 26th of each year, it must be Boxing Day. This is a day the masters set aside to give gifts to their servants, to appreciate them for the services being rendered throughout the year. It doesn't matter whether they were good or had lapses. They made it mandatory that their servants must receive a gift, and the servants in return must also box up gifts for their respective families. The rich made it mandatory, or let me say a point of connection, that the Boxing Day is actually meant for the poor and the less privileged. not for the rich people like them. There's an adage which says you don't give a rich person money because they will never value it. They might not appreciate it because they have everything you have been given to them. But these poor people are those who can hardly feed on 3 square meals, who could hardly think, am I appreciated? Or is there anything good still remaining in me? It's not until you give someone a gift of, let me say, a minimum of 1,000 naira before the person appreciates you. A gift may be expensive and the recipient might not really appreciate it. A gift might be so little, and the recipient will look at it and say, I really appreciate this gift you are giving to me. It goes a long way, even when you are no longer alive, and the person will remember this gift was given to me. All over the world, Boxing Day is being celebrated, which is a day after Christmas, after the birth of Jesus Christ. And when it falls on a weekend, that is on a Saturday or Sunday, Monday is always being declared as a public holiday. But come to think of it, how many of us give out gifts? How many of us really appreciate those people who have always been there for us, who can hardly feed themselves, who can hardly have an elaborate Christmas or celebrate New Year? They work day in, day out, putting all their efforts to make sure your job is done when you are not around. They protect you, they go extra miles for you. But how do you appreciate them on a day like this? It's a thing to ponder on. Why? No matter how little the gifts could be or might be, the recipient would appreciate it. I know everyone is rich. No one is begging for gifts. But Boxing Day is a day to show love, to show appreciation, to show kindness, to show that you actually value that person, to show that you actually love that person. You are dedicated to them as much as they had dedicated to you. I want to enjoin us that as we'll be celebrating Boxing Day today, not everybody has a tree where boxes will be kept under. It doesn't matter. You could go on the street and you can hand them a little gift. If it could be a bottle of mineral, it could be snacks, it could be just anything to show love that actually COVID-19 did not end almost everybody's life. For the fact that you are still living is a sign that God actually loves you. The God which provided for each and every one of us is the same God that is telling us to appreciate each and every individual around you. It's a time to reflect, even if they have offended you, hurt your feelings. Just hand them a gift. I'm not talking about the rich handing the rich gifts. I'm talking about the rich handing the poor and the less privileged gifts. No one will say he or she is too short of 100 or 200 naira. Wow, I always say that. I know you might say there are no beggars on the road, they don't need it. But you can just sit and think, who needs my gift? Don't think of it, will this person accept it or not, but who actually needs this gift? If you could give someone a gift of life that will bring back hope into their lives, please do it. No one knows tomorrow. As I'm speaking, I don't know tomorrow. I only know today. Boxing Day has always been there in the past. It has always been celebrated. But nowadays, people celebrate Christmas more than Boxing Days. Boxing Day is a day I want us to inculcate into our plans. Even if it's 10 naira you save per day, times 12 months, that will be about 3,006 or about roughly 4,000. I don't think that's too much for the poor that you want to give it to. I'm not saying the poor are begging, but it's a way to appreciate people and the less privileged. Please, let's make it a point of call as Christians to always celebrate Boxing Day. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy this podcast. And if there are comments, you can leave them in the comment section. Thank you so much. Have a lovely morning. Have a lovely Boxing Day. And I pray you get a gift as a surprise from someone you least expect. Thank you so much. Love from lohola7 Ola. Merry